Hey guys, Matt here. Welcome back to this week's portfolio update. I like to show my portfolio once a week as I believe that sets me apart from other stock YouTubers out there and that I show my receipts. And yeah, last portfolio update, we were doing, things started to look pretty good. Things started to look very, very promising. And then, of course, this week happened and then it didn't. It started in the beginning of this week when, on an up day, Gevo, if I can find the thing here, Gevo lost an entire month's worth of gains in one day. In one day. And you can watch the video up here, but basically they had a stock offering, which is going to ultimately, if everything gets diluted, if everything that was offered gets purchased, 66 million shares of dilution. So yeah, the market didn't like that. I mean, compound that with all the inflation and stuff like that this week, and yeah, Gevo didn't stand a chance. And so, yeah, as you can read in the title of this video, yeah, Gevo has hit its all-time, no, not all-time by all means, but it hit its 52-week low today. Now, it has since clawed its way back up a little bit, but no, it was a 52-week low again today. And one thing I want to show you is that I received dividends from Walgreens, so in Fidelity, once that happens, it blinks that out for the day. I promise you, I'm down on Walgreens, so this amount you see here, I'm even worse off than that. I'm even worse off. So yeah, this is not a great week at all. We have Palantir, which is starting to lose all of its gains. Now, Palantir had a pretty good month so far. All right, I mean, it's been clawing its way up for like the mid $6, and it's on its way back down. And a lot of Palantir's drop off today can be attributed to some very, very bad news with inflation. I mean, take a look at the Dow and the Nasdaq. The Dow lost almost 900 points today. Nasdaq is down 3.52% today. And if you look here, we are almost back in a crash again year to date in the Nasdaq. Yeah, things are not looking good. And this inflation thing, my goodness, man, I don't see a way out anytime soon. I know the Fed's starting to do its thing with the tightening and stuff, but honestly, the Fed got us into this in the first place. I mean, it started with 2020. It actually started a lot before that, before even the Fed. When in 2019, when I'm trying to say the government got us into this. It started with in 2019 with the China trade war, which is still going on today. Those tariffs are still there. We got that impacting the economy, which does nothing in my opinion. Now, I'm just a guy in an armchair. I'm not a financial expert. I'm just an old man yelling at a cloud. But in my old man opinion, yeah, that tariffs, it does nothing but hurt average people from U.S. and China just trying to make a living. And then we got today, we got the shutdown of 2020, which didn't help at all. Then we got the Fed, the government pouring 3.5 trillion into our economy, which certainly didn't help things. Then we got the Fed treating inflation as if it was transitory during all of 2021. And now here we are, suffering from all the fallout from it. And then during all this, the whole Russia thing happened. The whole China thing is going on. It recently ended. So when does the pain end? When does the pain end for Gevo, for all these companies? Well, I don't know, man. With the way things are going with the whole inflation thing, it's sounding like we're going to be here for a while because the government really, I mean, the Fed's doing the tightening thing, but seeing as the Fed got us into this, I don't see anyone taking any major steps or doing anything about it, to resolving this. So we might be in this for a while. Now, as far as Gevo, when this is going to end, in my opinion, well, assuming the economy doesn't fall off a cliff, which that is a vain assumption, it certainly could, I think that the next big catalyst for Gevo that could change things around is once Gevo announces the RNG plant is actually online and it's starting to ship RNG to its customer BP. Once they let us know that happens, that's in place right now, I think at that point I think we should get a bump. And then from here on out, it should be incrementally better from here. Now that I have no way of proving that except for time, because like I said, the economy could fall off a cliff, and it sounded like it might. But if things stabilize even a little bit, that's the next big catalyst for Gevo. So I'm assuming that later in the year, like I would say third or fourth quarter, we should start to get some bump ups. But again, we'll have to see what happens with all this, because right now it is not looking good. So how am I going to play this, given the fact that we could be involved in this for a while? Well, early this week, when Gevo lost 33% of its value, I bought 500 shares. Now, I wish I would have waited in hindsight, but hey, I did what I did. I bought some Meta today. Now, I think I spent the amount of money I wanted to spend in the Gevo for the time being. I'm very happy with the way things are. If Gevo drops to, let's say, $2 or below, I will probably pour money in the Gevo. But for now, Meta is my number one priority, given the fact that Meta has now dropped well below my cost basis. So if Meta stays down next week, I'm going to keep dollar cost averaging into this stock right here for the time being. And depending on how things go, because I only have a limited amount of funds, I'd like to keep putting money into Palantir here and there. But for now, I think Meta is going to be my focus. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.